This episode of The Young Turks is brought to you by Netflix. The Oklahoma Senate just passed a bill that would give a life sentence for those who are caught making hash. Now, hash is a substance that's created with marijuana, okay? And what it is, it's like a paste-like substance that's collected from the unfertilized buds from the cannabis plant. And it contains the same active ingredients as pot, except it's a more concentrated version. So obviously the Republicans in Oklahoma are not in favor of this, and they want to impose harsh penalties for those who are caught making it. So the Senate just passed this bill, and they're waiting for a lower chamber in the House to also approve this bill in order to pass it into law. But if you get caught making hash, you could face a life sentence in prison. Right now, there are 5 people in the justice system in Oklahoma that were caught making hash. If they are imprisoned for the next 10 years, it could cost the state $1 million. That's where they want their resources to go.
But Anna, did you know hash is made from marijuana? That stuff is dangerous. What happens if it gets out into open society and people smoke weed and they eat Doritos and then Taco Bell? What do you think happens to the economy?
I mean, I don't know what else to say about this law. It's ridiculous. Oklahoma, get your priorities right, okay? Now, I did a lot of research on their laws when it comes to dealing with sex offenders, right? And I found out that in Oklahoma, if you molest someone between the ages of 12 to 16, you serve, and it's your first time offense, you face 0 to 5 years in jail. Okay, so doing that for some reason is more acceptable than making hash for personal use.
Yeah, but Anna, you don't understand. Molesting kids, you could get 0 years for it. But hash, oh my God, that is so dangerous. Now, seriously, putting the kidding aside, I mean, it ain't even funny because they lock people up on this life sentence. I mean, come on. And you know how easily that passed? It was, what was it, 44-2?
Yeah.
In the Oklahoma legislature? Come on, man. You know why? Because everybody's afraid to say that they are going to vote against that law. Stop wasting people's money. Stop wasting people's lives. You're never going to win the war on drugs. Go concentrate police resources on making sure you catch child molesters, not this stuff. I love the research that Anna did. Because when you compare the two things together, it's sick, the priorities.
Right. And, you know, I want to be clear. Oklahoma is very tough on some sex offenders. For instance, if you're caught, if you rape or molest someone under the age of 12, you could face a life sentence. And if you do it for the second time, you actually face not only a life sentence, but possibly the death penalty. Now, a lot of scholars argue that that's not constitutional, and you know there's a big debate about whether or not enforcement in Oklahoma is able to do that, right? But they are strict on some forms of molestation and sexual assault.
Sometimes there's no end bounds to our stupidity in this country.
No, I agree with you. And you know, this is the type of story that should be blasted on radio stations and on television, and people should know about this. This is a story that, you know, a few online publications reported on, and that's it. This is a big deal. You can't give people a life sentence for drug use. Isn't this country supposed to rehabilitate people who are hooked on drugs? I don't get it. Isn't that what we're supposed to do? No, we have this knee-jerk reaction to everything where we throw everyone in prison if they do something that we don't agree with. Instead of helping them so they can get better, this is what we do to them. And we waste taxpayer money while doing it. Okay, and then we wonder why we're in debt and why we can't fund education and fund all the things that are important.
I thought that conservatives are against big government. That's kind of weird. Look, just last thing on this. If a 48-year-old dude molested my 13-year-old daughter, I'd want to take his fucking head off. If a 48-year-old dude made some hash and smoked it, I wouldn't give a shit. Okay? I mean, what kind of twisted priorities has those two things even remotely on the same playing field. It's crazy.
Get a load of Netflix. They deliver the movie to your house, no late charges, free shipping.
You can watch thousands of movies or TV shows straight on your PC or on your television through a gaming console.
Netflix.com/TYT. Free trial membership. You get Netflix all over you.